Nah, fuck it. I want to have a bad show.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Why don't you want a good show? Have a good show, everybody.
We just want
break a leg, everybody.
Sometimes you just want to
You say
like an
break a leg,
time.
motherfucker. You don't tell people to have a good show. It's bad luck.
That's right.
Well, I'm hoping, the players will, not quite make it through.
We'll all break legs.
Do you imagine?
Don't you curse us, GM. Allow the dice and roll 20 to do it for you.
You may have to turn off your background because your background's getting tricked.
Yeah, we're now just seeing giant Syrians.
There we go. Okay.
You're gonna have to turn your background off for us to read it because it's getting tricked because doesn't see your face.
Yeah. But no, it's the one that I posted to my Facebook that says warning choking hazard. It's a picture of Darth Vader.
Yeah, actually, I have that picture off your Facebook. That's like profile for the Aiden Williams interview.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of t-shirts, Doug, you want to show your shirt for the video audience, and we'll explain.
You're very loud now, Jeff. I don't know what you just did, but you just like almost doubled in volume.
Yeah, move the mic.
Yeah, I can do that.
There we go.
Stand here like this while I speak, so hopefully it grabs.
OMG, it's R2-D2. There's a picture of a Dalek from Doctor Who, and that says, "I love
Dalek."
Tomato.
No R.
I loved him in Star Trek. Let me get to the end of the joke. Let me get to the punchline before
tomato.
Okay, you Gromando. All right, you freaking Gromandos. Look, let me get to the end of the joke, okay? I don't mind you cutting me up or reining me in, but geez, let me get to the end of the punchline. Poor Doug's still standing there waiting for us to stop arguing. He's like, you see him shaking the shirt. Can I sit down now? No. Stand there, rookie. You're the new guy. So, why am I bringing this up? I have a very unique opportunity to ask a fan, now a cameo player, Doug Baldwin, his reaction. I brought up Doug and that t-shirt in this podcast way back in like season 1 or 2. So Doug, when you heard that, us like talking about shit stuff, what was your reaction to that?
It was flattering. It was nice to.
Were you giddy or you like
heard by literally tens of people?
Well, tens of people.
We'll get there.
Yeah, fuck you very much. Okay, moving on. T-shirt show. Hey, man, it's your show, dude. You're the star of the show, Matt. I guess you're not doing your job as well as I.
We're doing great.
He's doing awesome. We love Matt. He's in everything I do.
I did a Google search. I did a Google search yesterday, and it was still the first podcast that came up in a Google search for Saga. So.
Excellent.
You know what comes up first? Matt Witt, then Rollmongers, then everybody else. That's what happens. Just we're living in his shadow.
As it should, Jeff. As it should.
He's the talent, right? So, welcome to Star Wars Saga Edition Dawn of Defiance campaign. We are the We Shot First podcast. We are in season 4, book 4, Echoes of the Jedi. And for those of who, still, there's nothing wrong with the podcast. Podcast still is our biggest numbers. Okay. We are just doing live streams and video to help approach and bring this Star Wars love to a different audience because, from what I understand, reading numbers is different. Do you see on Roll20 the new picture? I've taken down the Arcelon. And just teasing you guys with a picture of, what looms in front of you. It's a consular class frigate.
Yeah, my new ride.
We shall see. Going into the game. Welcome back, everyone. We have Jay Talman, Aiden Willems, Matt Witt, and of course, newcomer to the pod, Doug Baldwin has joined our show. But you know who's not here? Who's missing? No? No one? Really?
Sam?
Joe?
Not Sam yet. Sam's coming. Joe, yeah.
Yeah, where's Joseph?
Where is the mighty Joe? I mean...
Sleeping.
See, you say Mighty Joe, but now I'm just thinking of the Mighty Pooh from Conker's Bad Fur Day. Sorry, go ahead.
Unavailable, uninterested, no longer being One Punch Man. Well, we want to do a 4 or 5 man show, so you guys just don't get bowled over. But if we start packing 5, 6, 7 players, it's going to get to be a bit of cake. So some of the auxiliary cameos and cast have opted to sit out a season, that type of thing, so we can focus on the core 3, core 4.5. No, I'm talking about the real star of the show, R4, known as Arthur, who got deactivated, who died last episode. Controlled by Jay Damlin, voiced by yours truly. I think you'll be sorely missed by fans and, roles alike. Did you notice that R4 never fudged a roll? Never screwed up a roll, I mean? Like, there were no 20s and 1s from him. He was stoic.
He was saved.
Yeah, he was... What?
We saved him.
Did we?
With a force point.
I don't recall. I have to listen back to the... Well, as far as the players know and the characters know, he was told to shut down, got a little defiant with Dr. Leth last episode, and then... possibly met a bit.
And properly shut down.
Yeah,
because
probably.
He never responded back.
Yeah, like maybe. Yeah, sure. That's what happened. I'm sure he's fine. And with the power of magic, the power of the Force, maybe he'll be brought back to us. Speaking of which, on the planet Almus, and a Jedi Academy lays abandoned in ruin. But in orbit, the Red Fury, aboard the Blood Brother, we have a police droid going by TP, and Matt Witt playing Rahal Oberys, running around, escaping their confinement, and a battle raging on, one wrestling choke tapped out pirate at a time, in a hangar bay that's now moved out into the main hallway around the reactor. You guys realize you're trading blaster fire like in and around the main reactor hub of your ship. You do realize this, right? Yeah.
I'm not.
No. Sends.
I mean, we don't really have much of a choice.
Yeah, that too.
Well,
Besides, we're shooting out away from it. They're shooting at the reactor.
Well, let's see what we can do about bringing us back to that moment of battle. I believe cueing a little battle music and talking about round 10 is what we wanted to do. So, without any more delay, at the top of the initiative order, we have Poser Sham. TLXS, you are on deck. Poser, what do you do? Where are you? You're blind, aren't you?
I'm not completely blind, but I'm kind of out in the dark.
No,
yeah,
you were
off on my
Lit
own.
a grow rod.
Yeah, and you were using the Force. You can like see in the dark using the Force. You have that because if the
Lit a glow rod.
Oh, is that what you did?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Well,
It was not a Jedi glow rod.
yeah, I know.
I mean, I actually have regular ones.
Yeah.
You're just pushing it back to the. Fine. So, I suppose you have what I should list as actual vision and can see and do things. So, what do you want to do?
Nice.
Yeah. Well, battles raging, clocks ticking. What do you want to do?
So last round, I came out of the bay. TLXS and the dock got hit with an EMP, or was that Rahal?
I'm not even with you guys. I'm on the ship. I was taking
Okay.
the break.
I
Well,
don't think
I
we've
couldn't
been
remember
hit
if that
yet.
happened before combat happened or if that happened.
Oh no! Oh, at the very, very early, they threw a
Yes.
stun grenade. Yeah, and
Oh,
I
okay, that's
did
what it
get
was.
hit, and so did TLXS or not TP.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just going to say, isn't it great that we were playing one game for 2 weeks and now we can play Star Wars for 2 solid weeks? Now, we'll release 3 episodes a month on the 10th, on the 20th, on the 30th. From our perspective, it's like, isn't it great to play Star Wars 2 weeks in a row? But I guess if we're waiting 2 other weeks, like poor Aiden is lost. I guess there's a disadvantage.
Yeah,
Let me paint the scene for you. You are alone.
Thank you.
In the very hangar bay that you almost got sucked out of not so long ago. We've modified and made damn sure that there's those force fields in place, and there shouldn't be any more accidents. This hangar bay doubles as not only something to do with the strange alien tech that's aboard the ship, but also Dr. Leth's lab. You had subdued an opponent using the Force. You had checked to see that he is still alive, and I believe you did a quick pat down just to kind of like, see what's going on, and then decided not to completely search the body, and you said, and I quote, "I'll worry about him later. What's going on in the hallway?" Out through the open door that leads out, you hear blaster fire trading a couple of shots, pew pew pew, and here you are. What do you want to do?
I will actually head downwards around the backside of the ship.
The way Leth went?
I don't know.
He went to the stern, right, around the long way around the big engine generator in the middle. So sure.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Let me just back.
Yeah, so I'll follow his footsteps, see if I can find anyone.
Okay, now you got like a base move of like 3 squares.
6.
Yeah, 6 squares. Sorry. So yeah, have at you. Double move, and you're good.
5, 6. There we go. Double move. Not noticing anybody. Coming up on Ascaleth around the back. So.
Okay.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. You see Ascaleth cross the hall where it gets wider there, posted up on a corner, pistol out, and his newly miniaturized, but we said it, we retconned it with extra grand, Excalc computer doing it's got the panel that's flipped up kind of thing. And it looks like he's repelling borders because his focus seems to be up the hallway towards the bridge and towards that docking ramp. TLXS, who's actually right there, around the corner where Poser can't see you. You have stepped out and you were trying to use your talent. I forget what it's called, but it was like eyes on me. You were trying to draw the aggro from these guys.
Yeah,
right.
until we knocked him down.
Right. So, what do you want to do now?
How high up is, so I want to, I'll show you.
Did you take him out? I didn't think you took him out. Did you take him out?
15. Oh, yeah. Well, actually, Leth did. Leth took this guy at the bottom of the steps.
Right. Okay.
Out.
Yeah, I'm looking at my paper notes here, and it's like, he's a goner. Okay, so get rid of him for now. Whoosh, goodbye. Bring him back as another generical pirate. Okay, so
I'm flying over.
Yep.
So I'm flying over to here and then flying up into the cockpit.
Okay.
And
so what kind of flight movement do you have?
12.
Okay. I wouldn't say it's an overly difficult maneuver.
Do you want me to make an acrobatics check?
No, an actual, would it be piloting? You're flying, right?
Well, no, but it's part of my movement. It is my natural movement, so I would make an acrobatics check.
Oh, right, because you're a droid. You can add those and make those. Yeah, sure.
Right.
As you kind of fly through the hole. Shoosh.
17.
Okay. Now this would put you, as you come up through the hole, there. Right?
And then where is he? Is he in here?
Yes, you see. Oh, I don't have a mini for him. I'll use the Rahal mini.
Well, it was Rahal mini.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd like to go up to there and then shoot him.
Okay, with what?
My rifle.
Okay. Provokes attack Provokes attack of opportunity from this range.
It does not.
Pistols don't.
It does not.
Rifles do.
Neither do. You cannot take an attack of an opportunity with a rifle, but you can fire at 0 range with a rifle.
I thought it was just pistols.
You can only use pistols to take attack of opportunities.
Oh, I had it
as an offensive person.
Yes, right. Sorry, I had it backwards in my brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago. Okay, sorry. So you fly through the hull, come up the ladder, thread the needle with a successful 17, and then close the gap and sort of in the square that occupies the chair, right behind the chair, level it right over the chair at him, and just put one right in the gut kind of thing.
Right.
Okay.
And I am not going to...
In his back, like he's technically facing the console. He's plugged in still where I left him.
All right, so I probably hit him with a 26, but I only do 12 points of damage.
You doing a rapid shot?
No, I'm not. I took a penalty, so I'm dropping the last die, so that only means 12 points of damage to him.
Sorry, back me up here. I'm still in your flight mode. So in one movement with maximum flight, you're there.
Yeah.
And you shoot. And you're shooting him like, when you say take a shot, I'm assuming it's a regular shot. So before you roll the dice, let's explain the actual shot here.
But I'm taking a regular shot with my rifle.
So why does it say rapid shot, blah, blah, blah?
I can create another one that isn't rapid
Oh,
shot.
I see. So you've only got the one button. Okay, sorry.
I've got one button, and I gave myself a +2. It's the default firing is a rapid shot.
Right, I gotcha.
And so I gave myself a +2 to hit him because I was afraid his his reflex was really high. And so that's why I didn't do 18 damage. I only did 12 damage if you hover over,
So
because I dropped the last die.
running through feats and talents, giving yourself +2 how?
So rapid shot, you take a -2 to hit to do an extra die of damage.
I thought rapid shot was you just hit a DC of reflex of 10, and then you do half
That's
damage.
auto fire. That's auto fire.
Oh,
That's area.
I'm sorry.
auto
I'm
fire.
thinking of a gun feature. You're talking about a feat. Yep.
Correct.
My bad. Boy, I'm just on fire today. Sorry. Continue.
No
Don't let the
problem.
DM interfere with your rules. Oh, shit.
So does a 27 hit?
Oh, so close, right?
Yeah. If it doesn't, it's going to be a long night.
It's gonna be a huge battle. What you don't trust in your droid? There was a whole bunch about us goading you, especially Jay, goading you into force points, and what
Destiny point.
Yeah, like last round, just so that just so that you wouldn't would make a good impression, right? Come on, it wasn't so long ago. Just think back to like the last episode. Yes, it hits.
Do 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. I think this is the first hit on this guy, because I think I've been fresh as a daisy.
No, he R4 has taken him down the condition track twice.
Oh, actually,
At
yes.
least
Sorry,
two
he
steps.
has actually
He's
suffered.
taken some significant damage.
He has taken damage. I've got him right here. I got him right here. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong page. Yep. No,
R4
he's taken a hit.
went down
and he,
gloriously.
Yes. Now I can take 3 swift actions to go up on the track, and I can spread those out. But he's only been up here 2 rounds without you guys, and I've been a little busy. So instead of like sitting here doing nothing, I was trying to, glean information on the ship, plug in, see how friendly the computer is, blah 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 blah. And I swear we've had you guys do this in combat, not the standard. I take a minute and it's a friendly computer and blah blah blah. I swear we've done this in combat, where someone can try to hack in rounds, not in turns. Notice, ladies and gentlemen, how the 3 ruse lawyers suddenly go quiet when the bad guy's trying to get a leg up here.
It's a matter of it's a matter of first gaining access. So gaining access and doing those kinds of things, if you are not trained in them or like you're not specialized in it, at least it can take quite a while.
Okay, well, I think the cat's out of the bag that there's not just the ship's computer, that there's something lurking. And if this something decided to roll over and make the ship's computer play dead and have the pirate go, oh, what fools. This thing barely has any defenses and I can get right in there oh so quickly, said the spider to the fly, welcome to my parlor, letting him in, and he plugs in his cyber brain. And then 2 rounds to go. Hi there. Sure. Here's everything you want, or possibly attack said cyber brain. Now, if a fight goes on between 2 computing systems, I'm assuming this cannot be done in combat rounds. I thought it could. Careful what we say, rules lawyers, because we're trying to set a precedent here. You guys are at the door, and you're trying to hack it open, and you try and do stuff. Like, there was Matt. Screw.
Hacking a door and stuff like that, you're not really fighting an active system.
You're fighting a security system. Is that not the
point, you would be getting access to the system, which is just quickly gaining access, which is where like Excalcs or computers like that immediately help with that. Or it can be a standard to a full round action. And then actually issuing a routine command, such as opening a door or pulling up files,
because you're messing at
is a standard action.
An auxiliary panel with an auxiliary system, as opposed to trying to dig into the heart of the matter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, he's not trying to get everything on everybody that ever lived and everything on the ship. I think Red Jack wants something very, very specific, like a cargo manifest. What kind of loot you got? And any mods to the layout. Like, oh, we put a secret panel, or oh, we have bigger engines, or, just some basic generics, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, that was obviously, and I can reveal this meta because he's a pirate. He went right to the bridge. He plugged in. What do you think he's after? He threatened to blow you guys to the sky, but, you know, here we are. Anyway, all that aside, taking one in the back for, sorry, Doug, how many damage? 18 minus?
12.
Okay, so
just total of 12.
12 points, okay. So excuse me while I put a big smoking hole in the back of our pirate. And he takes it. He's not happy about it. You see a big score mark, and he's, you know, he's there. He's not happy. Which brings us to Dr.
At me, bro. I will also try to
That's a swift.
draw him to me
That's the swift?
with my swift.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you have his attention. So.
But I only rolled a 13, so I probably did.
Well, you're here now, you put a hole in me. That probably over, you know, the fact that you shot me. And we're
Stay
alone.
on the condition track.
Not doing so hot, yeah. Dr. Leth.
Well, I do believe I am also heading to the bridge to turn back to Poser. Please watch our back.
Will do.
Okay.
Let me know if you need help.
Okay. So you want to head on up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares put you at the ladder. 6 puts you on it.
Yep.
Okay. Did you want to double move, like use your second movement to get up in there?
Yes, I will. And I'll position myself immediately behind TP for now.
Okay.
Or XS for now.
Now, even if climbing happens or not happens to be half move, the ladder is really only like a square or two. It's like 2 squares top, so I don't think it would slow you. You know, you don't have to fly to get all the way in here. Just saying, though, that was very fancy. Trying to make a good impression, right? Okay, slooping up the ladder. Wow, Poser, look at him go. You've never really seen Dr. Leth do anything athletic. He's quick on the draw. He's killed a couple Frankenstein monsters. He's good with the scalpel, but have you ever seen him, like, truck it? Like, run? Anyone? Is this the
yeah, when he was running from the Frankenstein monsters that I abandoned him to.
No, I remember he just kind of got up against the wall. The guy pinned him, and he just took his head off. Anyway, up the ladder he goes with little effort. And right behind there, okay, got a swift action left, sir? Anything?
I don't think
I've
so.
learned to ask about that third action, because in this game, there's a lot you can do with a swift action. I mean, you can raise shields, you can do that type of thing. So be absolutely sure before we move on.
I don't believe Leth has shields, so...
Okay. Next, we have our ship, or as in our Arthur or our TP. Now, TP is sort of waiting for Rahal's, you know, go. So I don't think there's anything ship and whatnot can do. Well, technically, there's something aboard the ship, and it's already doing something. But we'll get back to that. And then we have the bad guys. Well, spinning around and immediately laying right into you with his vibral circular saw. I think Mr. Rajek would like to defend borders, as in, like, what's the opening in my back and what's left of my ribcage. Turning around, slashing at you with your with my vibro rapier. What is your reflex currently, sir? Now, I'm at -2. This includes to hit. So I'm actually not hitting you with the standard, you know, attack. I've taken it down by 2 because technically I'm down the track. So coming at you, huzzah, with a 9 slash. No? Yes, you the droid.
Who, me?
Yeah, you the droid eating the chips on the muted mic. Yes,
A
you.
9 doesn't hit me.
I know it seems obvious when you're playing, but we should have the back and forth for the audio audience only, you know. Okay. Comes swinging at you and ready for it. You just kind of like bend on your hip servos backwards and do the Neo, you know. Leaning your head backward on left shoulder. Hi. And he's slashing at you for a single action. As a move action, he's got like the extended, you know, 6-foot cable into the bridge. He yanks it free, and it's kind of like a zip line, like it kind of retracts by itself into his neck. And as a swift action, while he's sort of holding you at bay with one arm, right? You see the other free hand that just did the unzip go for, like the quick draw kind of thing. Only he's really not that quick. You just see the hand going right for the holster. We're at Pistole. As for the other bad guys, we've got... Remember, there were 2 that took the droid them away? They appear now, stomping up the gangplank. And they get to the top of the gangplank. And one's, then they're sweeping. They're doing the 2-man SWAT team thing. They come right up. One's covering left, one covering right. Poser. We have flashlights. Okay. You're not in the open, but you're not exactly hiding. And I don't exactly have line of sight. Like, even if I take the top corner, come past that corner, it oh so barely touches the top of yours. So there's a very significant low chance, like really, really low, but it's there. So, I'm just going to roll a base perception to see if this, like, at a really high DC on you, like 20 kind of thing, to see, if these guys catch or sense anything. Anyway, they come trucking up, and they stop, they sweep, right? And one flags the other, like does the whoosh whoosh, right?
Yeah.
And the only reason you're aware of this is because you get to see a great big silhouette puppet show on the wall, because they're flailing their flashlights around with their guns. And you see the one flashlight kind of go swivel, like, he's using the gun and the flashlight to, like, you go there, that kind of thing, right? And you catch a glimpse of a guy headed for the bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, at the bottom of the ladder. And the other guy holds and covers, and he takes like a step back, to cover him, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like fades back watching. I want to watch this hallway, but also, my buddy's kind of in the open. So I'm going to drop back and cover my buddy, and that's them done. Trying to figure out what's going on. And then we have Rahal and TP, which means we get to switch maps. Meanwhile...
Taking the ship by myself.
Hey,
Infiltrator Rahal.
Hey, Aiden, 5 credits says Matt's already named this ship.
Absolutely.
Thinking it's his.
No, I like that. That's
come on,
I'm
Matt.
not taking that bet.
It's been 2 weeks, man. I know you've been like thinking about names to think. If I get my hands on a ship, no, really.
Nope.
Oh.
Haven't named it.
Oh, that's very nice of you not to meta.
Mostly because I don't know what my name's going to be, because I'm going to have to take it to, like, probably Hut Space to register it and all that stuff, because I do want to legitimize it as much as Rahal can legitimize anything.
Well, I've got a name for it. Or we'll call it Your Doom.
The Giant Donko.
What?
It's a Final Fantasy reference.
Oh, okay.
A very small portion of the population would get that.
Well, we are an obscure podcast, so have at you. So you're in a hallway. He's sweeping, going. Remember, he's sticking his head, going, "Citizen, you're free." The one here, Citizen, you are free.
We're gonna move down, checking all the doors as we go.
All right.
That's the plan. See if we can add to our little army.
Okay.
Or find some loots.
Check move. Now, they, patted you down and kind of took your stuff, because you really don't have a weapon, do you?
Rahal is a weapon. I have a holdout blaster.
Oh, that's right. Didn't we do some kind of quickie search thing, and they never found it, did they?
They did not.
They did not. Which means you've got that. And didn't we arm him with, like, a stick or something?
A stick?
Yeah, TP's got something, a baton or a stick or something.
Yeah, he's got his baton.
Is it something that conceals in the hip, or am I thinking of XL? Because, like I said, they strip you guys down to stuff, right? So
pop up the details on TP here.
I don't think we want to know where you had that holdout blaster, but I'm willing to go with it was decently concealed.
No, he doesn't have it.
Okay.
Does not have it.
Move, breach, clear. Like 6 seconds at a time. You don't have much time. You can move past him if you want and just like check the hallway, right?
Yep.
Okay. You can hear blaster fire coming from... Oh, where is it? Where's our docking ring in this thing? Where did we dock with you?
I believe you said that...
It's at the bottom,
it
isn't
was
it?
The bottom, yeah. The lower deck, the...
Yeah, you'd have to go.
White.
You'd have to go down several decks before you'd meet up where they went. Yeah. So okay, sorry. Through several turbo shaft levels or whatever. So no, sorry. You probably do not hear the pew pew pew, right? Probably do not hear that. But from your perspective, this hall with the barrack kind of thing on the one side, you're going to... You ever see like the train scenes? We're on our way to Hogwarts, right? And there's like a hall that dominates one side of a train with the windows.
Yep.
The other side is all the cabins. It's exactly what this is like, only without the windows to the outside. You come down to the end, and there's like a T intersection with an actual hub, almost like a cross intersection, with turbo lifts and hatches and such. And it looks pretty clear. You can see 2 points anyway. And unless you want to do anything else, sir, that would be you.
Yep, that's me.
Okay. Which brings us back to our ship and round 11. Poser Sham.
Poser Sham.
Choker Sham.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is I saw those guys and I can tell they're going for the bridge, so I will move 4 squares up to the corner. Can I see the guy that's going up the ladder?
There's a guy at the bottom of the ladder, and he's just standing there, rifle and light up.
Right. Is there any part of the guy that went up the ladder that I can see?
Now, he hasn't gone up yet. He's at the ladder.
Oh, okay. Wait.
I ran a movement.
But there are 2 guys there, right?
Yeah, there's 2 guys.
Yeah, you can see
So
you can see
one's-
both of them, right? So one's up.
Oh, they're both down.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could see like the one guy proverbially having like a leg or 2 up. You know, like he's occupying maybe the first square on the bottom of the ladder, technically off the ground. And he's shining his light, which, by the way, Astroleth you'll see shining up through the porthole. Suddenly light, because everything's pretty dark. So a flashlight coming up the tube or up the ladder is pretty obvious. So you see this, Leth, but I'm going to mention on your turn. Yeah, 2 guys. Now, this one guy's got his back to his wall, and he's trying to cover 3 points. So he's like looking, around the corner, down, and back your direction. He's just kind of in sweep mode. He's not paying attention to what his buddy's doing. His focus is out. Exit, 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 kind of thing.
Right.
So you do the quick peek, right? Hopefully he doesn't see you.
Yep.
Do you want to use stealth?
I'm going to use a force power.
Okay. Because I'm saying, like, unless you use stealth in your movement or posting, then, yeah, sure, you have cover and everything, but you start leaning out, whatever, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah, sure. I'll give stealth a shot.
All right. 18.
18.
Now, I can't remember. Is stealth half your movement in this game? 2, 3. You're okay.
No.
1, 2. Well, it would cost you 4.
It doesn't matter that much. If they see me, they see me. I don't...
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is you still have the cover of corner if stealth only brings you to here, where you're sort of hugging the inside wall. You're low, using the chair,
Yeah.
I love the airport chair, like the row of seats. It's almost like you're at the airport waiting room at the gate, hugging the engine now and down low and looking past the chair up the corner. And you actually, from the back point, since you're further from the corner, you actually got a better bead on the guy that's sweeping as well as the guy that's like, one knee up the ladder and looking up.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to forego stealth to have my full movement because I want to get the guy that's going up the ladder, and he's outside of my range for that.
Oh, okay.
So
no, that's
don't care about stealth. If they see me, they see me.
No, that's fine.
I'm going to activate the force power force stun.
Ooh.
So give me. What is the target's will defense?
What'd you get?
I got a 31 on my use the force.
That is successful. successful.
Well, I need to know what it specifically is.
You doubled it.
Because...
It's 15. I know. I'm just being a dick. Sorry. Yes.
Oh, no. For every 5 I beat it, they drop an additional 1 down the condition track.
I know. It's 15. So this is harsh. This is like...
so they go down for the...
yeah. So he goes from 1 to 2 to 5 to 10. I'm hovering on unconsciousness because 1 more and he's out. So I'm at like negative 10.
All right. Then I'm going to spend a force point.
Okay.
Which drops him an additional -1.
Oh, really? Now, is that a D6 to the roll hoping for 5 more? Or it just literally says in the power...
Special. When you use this power, you can spend a force point to move the target an additional -1 step on the condition track.
Okay, how many does that leave you with?
That leaves me with 6.
Okay.
I'm still fresh, baby.
Sweet. So 1 leg up on the thing, flashlight comes up, and all of a sudden he just sort of stiffens and falls over cold prone on the floor. Anything else?
I'll lean into the wall as best as I can without actually using an action for that. So.
Uh-huh. Stealth for flavor without actually using...
Yeah.
Okay. TLXS. It is your turn, sir. Leth, you're on deck.
I'm going to take another shot at him. I'm going to go ahead and rapid shot this time and hope it works.
Okay.
Do not. I roll a 1.
Ooh. Well, there's no crit fails in this game. There's just like, oh, it does not happen. And 20s are like, yay, double damage. There's not much in the crit miss in this game. But let us say, for purposes, he's swinging wildly that he bashes, like the chair. And as he leans forward, it tips up and it just sort of, either snubs your gun or like just, there's a proverbial shot. Now, I will say this. We are in the bridge. There is windows. I see no reason for flavor in the wonderful Star Wars that kind of rapid shot, because rapid means haste, as in you're not going aiming, you are trying to get a couple shots in, right? It's a burst. And you start shooting up the front of the cockpit. Possibly window, possibly systems. So I'm actually going to have the ship take damage. Don't worry. I mean, we don't go into space with, like, balsa wood windows. But I will say...
Yeah, the ship has DR.
Yeah, exactly. So, 21 points of damage. And I'll just make a note of that for later. Something that's just going to cost Rahal, because that's what I do. We just rack up charges, 21 point. Switches droid. Just milk him for that money that's flowing in, right? You start shooting up the actual console.
It seems so. What's the word I'm looking for?
Petty.
Douchey. It's like, oh, he's got money. I'm gonna just make sure I take that from him.
You're
boss.
You're right. Instead of generic damage, where the only cost of players is financial, I should have some kind of system glitch or flashing red lights where the whole ship starts going whip, 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 whip.
Yeah, like you shoot Aiden
like a regular. Who? No meta now. Come on, I've already released too much of it.
What are you talking about? I'm down the ladder. You can't shoot me like that.
Damaging your ship where the party may have to repair it, not just Matt's character, is a standard DM thing. Or I could be worse than, oh no, air leaking and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, TLXS shoots. What do you want to do? What else you got?
On the off chance that he would target anybody else in this room but me, I will draw fire.
Okay. And that's persuasion?
I will take you down.
I just like using that.
I rolled a 28.
I like it when you use that swift so that you get to speak lines and we get to hear the awesome voice. That's good. Dr. Leth.
Well, noting the unfortunate appearance of Arthur.
Yeah, your new droid seems to be shooting willy-nilly in here. This is not safe.
Yeah, let's speed this up a bit. Askaleth steps forward.
Okay.
And pointing a gun directly into the man's chest. Uses a destiny point to not auto fail.
I don't think it cancels a fail. I think you could just turn a non-hit.
Just makes it a hit.
Yeah, it can make it a hit.
Yeah, okay. It's now a hit.
Doesn't Destiny Point automatically crit?
Oh yeah, it automatically crits.
Actually, we should look up the list because because there's no penalty for the one, so I don't think there's like a worry to undo tragedy here. So yeah.
Yeah.
Free crit.
So yeah.
Okay. And you got how much?
For some reason it also rolled a 1 in attack, but okay.
Well,
21 times 2, so
well, if you hover it
42.
over it, it just says there's like a 1 in there.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
That's a 42 damage.
Oh, nice. Getting in close, using our come at me bro droid as distraction, jumping into the chair and swiveling around all Dr. Evil, being like right low in the gut, spotting a chink in the proverbial armor. Maybe that sash covers up something shoddy in the armor. A little risk, a little luck. Perhaps it is your destiny. And you shoot him right in the gut, and you see a burn hole, and you see burned guts, like an actual crevice from your shot, as he takes. Not only does he take 42 points of damage, my threshold is 17, which would drop me down the condition track, yes? Because when you beat my threshold, one more down I go. But he's still there. He's still standing. And he's getting pissier by the minute. Leth, anything else, sir?
That was a move and a shot, so nope, that's it for now.
Okay.
So I would like to actually interject. I was double checking Force Stun, and it actually goes against Fortitude, not Will. It was a change in the errata that I didn't see at first.
Oh, that's fair. That would up by 4. So basically, you had a plus.
So I beat it by 11. Then
You had a 31 on that roll.
Yeah.
yes, I got a 31.
So basically, he's still up, but if you spend the force point, I'm at -10. If you don't, I'm only at -5. Right.
I'll keep the Force point
Okay.
spent. That's fine with me.
Okay.
So
But he's still up and running. Thank you for your honesty, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are going, why doesn't Jeff learn the rules? I do trust these guys. These guys want to beat the game and play the story. They're not interested in beating me or taking advantage of my faux pas. Because we're all here. You remember episode 1? Who remembers episode 1? Anyone? We knew that this game...
sadly,
We know that this game has a reputation for being broken. And that's why we're trying to stay as true to the rule set as we can without jamming off with too much flavor or bending rules or whatever, going, I don't like this rule. We want to see how broken it is. See if they can get all the way through 10 books, 10 stories, playing the rules as written or as close as we can get, and have a good time doing it. So thank you, Aiden, for your honesty.
of course.
It's not a force point moment, but thank you. You have my gratitude. The good ship goes, and things continue to happen. The bad guys go. Okay. Well, you hurt me more, and you're both adjacent. I suddenly see you as the bigger threat. And being a reactionary, vengeful pirate, he turns around, lifts his circular slaw, and brings it straight down on Dr. Leth with
No, he doesn't.
with a -3 penalty.
Yeah, persuasion thing.
I drew fire. He cannot attack Dr. Leth.
Oh, hang on. You drew
I had a persuasion check of 28.
Yes, against...
And if that beat his will,
It does.
then he cannot attack Dr. Leth.
He isn't, but he appears to be.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Who says
Sorry.
Regek's driving? Huh? Circular saw.
Well, I beat somebody's will save.
Yeah, his. Anyway, he comes right down on Leth, and before we got all kind of ruined my flavor, but it's fine. He was doing it as a feint to try to do a bluff, swings it over your head and tries to get right into the side of the hip of said droid. My target is true. You are correct. You did draw my fire. He's just playing into the moment. At -3. I keep having to take my bonuses down, which is really sucky. 24, Dr. Leth.
Isn't -3 -5?
3 steps down.
Oh,
this
three.
is
Sorry,
-5.
sorry. 3 steps down the track. You are correct. So Instead of -3, it's -5. 2 more is 22.
22 does not hit my armor, my reflex defense.
Not even a little?
Nope.
How about a battle scratch? It's a story.
Does he want to spend a force
story
point?
for your friend Prince?
My, how the tables have turned.
I was gonna do that to
The
save.
tables have tables.
I was gonna maybe do that to save my life, you know, but and the fact that I just almost died, yeah, he actually does. But another 3, bringing him up to 25.
25 does hit me.
Yay. Remember me, Red Jack the Pirate. He starts carving an R into your hip, you know. Somebody remember me. I feel my time on this galaxy is evaporating quickly. 2d6 plus 7. So 1d6. 2d6. For El Crapo damage. A 1 and a 2. Plus 7. Yay, 9 points. 9 points of Vibro Saw damage. He starts carving Red Jack into your servos.
1 and 2 plus 7 is 10, right?
But I gotta take the 5. Oh, do I take this off damage? No. No, never mind.
I think damage is damage.
Yeah, no.
Unless it's
no,
strength based.
10, you're right. 10 points, that's you.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yep, having a hot night tonight. Whoopee. 10 points, please.
I will use my Just a Scratch reaction to reduce damage by my fort, which is 21. So even though I've got some margin in there, I won't take any damage.
Okay, so for the studio audience, can I have how that talent works again?
Just a Scratch allows me to use my reaction.
Is it a feat or a talent?
It's a talent.
Okay.
And it's a droid talent. It's a 4th degree droid talent that allows me to burn a reaction to reduce damage from an attack targeting my reflex defense by my fortitude score once per encounter.
Okay. And what is your fortitude?
21.
Okay, so that negates the damage, and burning a reaction means that you do not get a turn or you lose party.
I don't get to make an attack of
Yeah.
opportunity if he moves.
I thought a reaction or immediate reaction burned like part of your turn next round.
Nope.
Oh, but
No,
sorry.
you get a reaction every round.
I'm thinking of an immediate action. A reaction is what you do for attack of opportunities, and it burns it. Yeah, sorry. Oh, batting 1,000, aren't we? Right. So other bad guys. Hey, what's going on, boss? Okay. One guy is at -10, and doesn't feel so good, and looks down the hallway. What hit me? Looks a little disoriented. I'm gonna make perception for Swift. 15 plus my perception. No. Pirates plus 5, 20. Yes. Okay. I see Poser. The proverbial shoulder going whoop around the corner, and he.
Is that -10?
Sorry. Yeah. What about it?
-10.
Yeah. 10 leaves me with 10. I have line of sight. Want to start drawing arrows? He didn't have any stealth. He didn't use stealth. I'm just trying to make Poser look good, right? Because he's got an entire L of a square sticking out off that corner, right? No use of stealth. So 20, and then, with my -10, is 10. See the guy doing something at us. Oof, okay? Now, for flavor, he's groggy, he's, staggering or whatever, but being a player, I'm -10. Oh, I just do this. I summon his, type of thing. So he, as a swift action, he sees Poser. What the hell hit me? As another swift action, he just kind of drops, onto the deck. Like I said, barely 2 legs up. That's 2 actions. Last one, I'm going to take a shot at Poser, who is in cover and gets +5 to his reflex. And I'm going to try and just, because he's a pirate, it's like, it just tries to shoot at you, even though it's -10. So with my heavy blaster pistol +9, I'm going to try and shoot you with a -1, dude.
20. He's going for a 20.
So 16, and you get to add 5 to your reflex. What did you get?
My reflex with a 5
On top of it.
added on top
Yeah.
is 24.
Okay, so he shoots wild down the hallway. What the hell? Never making it up top there, and we hear the boss flailing around. He can take care of himself, right? This guy here you're right on the corner, right? So
Yeah.
I'm going to activate my awesome talent of Skirmish, where he actually moves 2 squares. So he'll go diagonally for the 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And continue moving, right, down to the open. So he goes, where are we here? 1 here. Crossing the hallway is 3. Putting me out here is 4. 5. I don't have enough to go diagonally again. So he basically goes back to the corner. So he goes running down the hallway and tries to like draw out and back down the hallway. And as I'm moving, as long as I move 2 squares, in there I can make a shot with my skirmish ability. And I'm going to make it while I'm out in the open so that you do not get your cover. And I can use my point blank. Huzzah.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. But he doesn't get so close where he's going to like try to whip his rapier at you. He's still interested in more of like a distant firefight because I don't know what I'm getting into here. So
fair.
at full... Oh, I'm so glad you approve. How about you? With my +9... These guys are actually better with their rapiers. Should have ran up and stabbed you. Ah, pachoo. 1929.
Yeah, that would hit.
With my heavy blaster pistol, giving us 3d8 plus 1. So hitting you with 3d8 is 413. Boy, this is not in their favor. I'd say mine, but I'm not to blame. It's crappy pirates. 413 is 8 points, plus their 1 is 9. Please take 9 points of damage, blaster to the chest, Mr. Sham.
Ouch.
And that's me. Let's see. We've dropped 2 bad guys. We got 2 here fighting. That's those 4 Generico and guys up front. So that's all of us. And Rahal. Rahal. What do you want to do? Master, the hallway is
Well,
clear.
if we're so if we're all clear here,
Yep.
I'm going to move along. I will. Can you change the map over for me, my friend?
Sure.
Thanks. I will head for the turbo lift
Okay.
to the south of me.
Are those actually
Keep
lifts, or are
follow
those
suit.
are those pods? I'm not sure
I
that
don't know.
I'm not sure that's a lift. Let's zoom in. What's those auxiliary? What are the flanges on the top of the deck there? Ha! Of course, when I zoom in, it gets blurry, so I can't even tell.
Oh, sorry, the lift is in the middle.
Yeah.
Those might be escape pods. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are escape pods.
Well,
all right,
yeah.
so I'll go
Okay.
lift in the middle.
Okay.
No, not quite yet. And TP's gonna follow me in.
Okay. It's
I will actually
Stop-
hand him my holdout blaster.
stopping you here. It's closed and it's not up at this level.
Okay.
Okay.
Push the button.
Okay.
And like I said, I hand TP the holdout blaster,
Okay.
and he can take point for when the door opens.
It doesn't. And when he comes up, he says, Master, I believe there is some sort of security measure in place aboard the ship. Perhaps lockdown procedures, or a key card, and he just starts listing, because I'm a cop, right? He just goes through the most likely, the entire ship's locked down. We put the parking brake on because we're not aboard. Makes sense. Not so easy movement through my ship. But not impossible to, undo. And then he just starts listing through, you got to kind of shut him up. Or a key card, or a master key, or, blah, 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 blah.
Can I hack it?
Yeah. There's a panel here. But you need something to pry it open. You need tools. You need, here. Well, you have a droid with metal fingers.
Yep.
You can have him at it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Open this up.
Okay. So he yanks off the paddle and looks at it. And let's say he uses his metal strength and fingers like pliers and screwdrivers and gets into the panel, bash, 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 yank, and then you have access.
Does he have mechanics? No. Just checking.
Okay.
And then yeah,
So what mechanics do you have?
I don't have mechanics. I was going to use computer.
What about technology?
No, I have some knowledge technology. of
Okay.
course.
So basically what you could do with knowledge tech is you don't have Merrick to walk you through the wiring, but you know how this tech works, right? there's got to be some kind of crossing wire that denotes this, that lifts the thing, and you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, yeah, there's knowing how the piano works, and then there's playing it. Okay, so does he have knowledge technology? Does TP have any knowledge tech?
No.
Okay, so with you using him as a tool, do this, grab this, look for this wire, that kind of thing, there should be something the two of you can discuss that will open this panel, a breaker, you know, yada, yada, yada. With your knowledge of tech, with a 10, not great. The two of you start trying to coordinate getting the sucker open, and I'll leave you there. 12. Sure. Round 12. Poser.
Yes.
What do you want to do? They're spreading out. One's stunned and probably not a huge threat at the moment. One comes flying at you and backs off, but hasn't quite, like, in this moment in time, he's actually just going around the corner, like he's about to leave your view, right? On my turn, but
yeah.
The way
No, that's completely fair.
He's doing the fade back shoot, right? Down the hallway, around the corner, right?
Yeah, and that's fair. So I'm gonna back up into this corner opposite him.
Oh, awesome. We just went Hitman movie. You should see this on the board here. Like, if the two of them get really close, trade fire, you change your target, and then we both, like, head straight back to, like, you know, firing as we seek cover or a better angle in the hallway. It looks awesome. Yeah. Sorry, I just watched Gunpowder Milkshake.
No, you're good.
That's a good Hit Girl movie. The Nebula, the blue cyborg sister girl from Guardians of the Galaxy, is the star in it. It's really weird seeing her, like, recognizing the voice, but seeing the actress without makeup, not looking like a cyborg. It's kind of trippy.
Oh, that's fair. See, I've seen her in Doctor Who first, so it was trippy seeing her, you know, in all blue. However, I am going to activate my telekinetic savant ability. So as a swift action, I'm going to re-add force grip to my suite without spending a force point.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use it on him. Alrighty. Let us pull up force grip.
And?
And I got a use the force check of 29. And since I beat DC 25, and I assume I exceeded his fortitude defense.
Yes.
Okay. He will take 6d6 points of damage, and he can only take a single swift on his next turn.
Oh, crap. Speaking of honesty, I have a reflex of 19, not a fort. My fort's only 17. Which... no, that would only be a 3 difference, so that's not 5. You'd still be, the other guy would still be at -10.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think it would have been a 4 difference, but either way, it wouldn't have mattered. Okay, so he takes 16 points of damage.
Ow. So you're literally looking him in the eye, and all of a sudden his hand comes up to his throat, and he's wondering why he can't breathe.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And he can only take a swift action next turn, so.
This is the first time you've looked a guy eye to eye. I mean, we are 2, 4, 5, like 6 squares away, but you're like, look at him in the eyes, you got your gun, and then you just, you know, narrow the eyebrows with intent. Accentuated.
Pretty much, yeah.
Head, you know, it just starts choking, like, unbelievably. What the...
I mean, he took a shot at me first.
Oh,
so
no. I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about you using your powers openly. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Before this...
I mean, he's the only one that can see me, though. That's
oh, no,
the thing.
I'm not...
So, yes, it's open, but also not.
I'm not, you know... You're not wearing robes and slashing a saber and everything. And he's like, what? I thought all Jedi were gone. No. But I'm just like, this is, you know, baby steps. I'm excited about this.
Oh, yeah.
One day I want you to...
Heck, if I could draw a weapon as part of a move, I would have drawn my lightsaber and charged him.
Oh, okay.
But you can't in this system, so.
You need quick draw. The feet.
Maybe.
I'm just saying. You're gonna level soon. So what do? You choke him out.
Yep.
Okay, 16 points. I'm a fresh dude with a lot of hit points, and although this hurts, I got lots left. So he starts suffocating. and not enjoying it. And anything else? You move back, you've used that, and you re-up the Swift, so you're good. You're done, I believe.
Yep, completely.
All right, TLXS are going to rock you. Because I just can't get that song in my head every time I look at your name on the board here. What do you want to do, XS?
I'm going to hopefully put this rifle right through his head.
There's no bayonets. The two of you, like, in his
No
chest,
bayonet,
in his head. There's no bayonet. Like, the bullets come out, right? You know that line?
No, they're not bullets. This is energy.
I know, but I just
we're not using a slug
no.
thrower on that
I
canopy.
was quoting a movie where like somebody kept kind of pushing a gun against his temple. It's like, hey, ease up there, champ. You know, like the bullets come out, right? Yeah. Well, I think we should get vibro bayonets. I think that would be awesome. How intimidating would that be?
Does a 23 hit?
Yes, sir.
Sweet. I do 36 points of damage.
I don't think it's not hard to hit them since you guys are chewing up my... Because all of my defenses are lowered because of this terrible... Who knew the condition track would be so much cooler at higher level, right? 36, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay. You shoot him in the head. And his cybro eye and plate get completely engulfed in a hole and that cool Star Wars red glowing burn that rapidly fades to show a scorched hole. And his other eye bulges out of his head as Red Jack slumps to the floor over the chair and then slides down, and as the last life force falls out of his body, the vibroblade practically cuts the back of the chair. Another cost for Rahal. It just ruins the upholstery all the way down, and the man slumps to the ground. The cockpit.
Hey, easy on the polyester.
Dr. Leth.
Yes, sir. What is your next command?
Well, it sounds like we still have to clean up.
Yeah, 2 words for you, Dr. Leth. Double tap. Come on. Anyone can have a force point and get up and, like, rue the day at you later, right?
Zombieland rule number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care much about that. He was shot in the head. At the very least, he'll be out for a while.
Okay.
How tall is this staircase? Or is the ladder here?
I believe it's 2 squares, because it's got to reach a ceiling. If it's 1 square, you guys would be hunching to get under it every time you pass the cockpit. So it's got to be at least 2 squares long. Right?
Okay, so if I'm at the top of it, I'm not adjacent to someone underneath me.
No.
Okay.
No. And right now you're actually like over a chair, practically engulfing a chair. So I know I'm under you.
Yep.
It looks like you're right there. But even if you were over top
Oh,
of
no,
them,
I knew I'd have to get to the stairs.
yeah, like even
but-
if you hovered over the hole, technically, now one could argue if you occupy a square, the height of a character makes them only 1 square away. Right? Because think of it this way. Using poser, excuse me while I bore you for a second, right? Let's say that the 10, that 1 is the deck, and we're looking at the sideways, and he's standing over, like, your left side is the floor. Okay? And this guy would be standing on the floor, would be here. So I'm standing looking this way, and we'll just spin poser. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
So
in which case...
He's technically only... I mean, it's kind of a min, like, you know, it's kind of like mincing straws, but I'm willing to go in your favor on this.
in which case... so you're saying that it's still, either way, though, it'd be like 2 squares up. So I would still not necessarily be adjacent.
You would be, because he occupies the bottom square. The top of my head, you know what I mean? So what basically...
In which case, then, I will go
you
to the
can't-
top of the stairs.
You can't go here because of the left-right shift would be 2 away. But if you go right on top of him, I mean literally right on top of him, you get out of the chair, you hug the left side, look straight down, you know, there he is.
Cool.
Okay.
I will do that.
Okay. Now, I will say, from your perspective, he appears prone because he's a vertical, slim head and shoulders and not a full-body target. I'll give him that. So I'll give him a prone bonus against your fire, which is like +5. But other than that, my -10. Because subjectively, think about it. Like, if you're looking at me and I'm actually, like, looking at you, it's almost like he's laying down.
That is a 25 to hit.
Oh, not that that did me any good. Okay, let's do some math. Pirate reflex. 19 minus 10 is 9. Plus 5 is 14. You are good, sir.
For 30 points of damage.
Ow. And this is the guy that Poser put a... This guy that Poser stunned. Who got shot? Which one got shot?
The only one that got
shot
shot was the captain.
Yeah, both of these guys down here were fresh.
So he has lots of hit points, but he's.
I swear you guys, like, besides the stun, no one's taking a shot at these guys? No? Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
They were fresh. They were all up to Poser to take care.
I'm even at a point where I'm screwing up my notes. I think I gave one of these guys captain damage. And he still went down at the same time, so that's irrelevant, but okay. So, now taking fresh 30 points. Yummy! Okay, he's still there. You shoot him. Ah!
Did that hit his condition?
Hit my condition.
Or his threshold?
Oh, right. Yeah, actually, that would knock me out. Because it goes over my 17, so you hit him, he goes, ah! And even though I'm not dead, I still have some. Oh, the irony that I have my own threshold and hit points left. Damn you, Dr. Leth, you're a genius. And he falls over unconscious at the bottom stairs.
Almost said, knock you out.
I gotta find that music and play 6 seconds of it right here. There you go, Dr. Leth. He is unconscious, slumped on the floor.
Oh, that is a move and a standard. So
Thank you.
For now.
Okay. Ship goes. Bad guys go. Again, as long as I move 2 squares, whilst, like, in my turn, right? I know it's cheese, but I can shoot and then move, and that still is the technicality. I don't have to move it pre.
Are you talking about the guy that I'm currently choking out?
Yep.
He can't move. He can only take a single swift action this turn.
Because you can sustain it.
Yes.
But you choked me last turn.
Yes. So, until my turn comes around, he can only take a swift action.
Right, sorry, because I'm after you in this turn. Right, sorry, for some second I thought the turn recycled. So, you're choking me, and before this round ends, it's my turn, and I'm in the middle of being choked. I can only take a swift. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna make an intelligence check. And his eyes get really wide, realizing what, like what's happening to him. I'm being choked out. There's nothing I can do. What can you do for a swift action? We are pirates, raised on the horrors of Jedi. I don't think he'd go suicidal. As much as fun as it would be to, like, just flick a switch and start beeping, pirates do always have their own, self-motivation. But I will do something. He will flick a switch, and there is a notable rapid flashing in his gear. But knowledge technology poser.
Ooh.
And I will come back to that. Rahal.
Yes.
Right, so tech for you, mechanical for him. I'll re-up the map when you get into the door, but for right now it's...
Technology. Come on, baby. Big number, big number. That's a little better. 18.
Okay.
And TP... 24 mechanics.
Okay. So he rips the panel off, and with a 10, you think you have a basic working knowledge of what this is and wires and what he needs to do. With an 18, you're like, okay, so start instructing him on what to do.
All right, TP. You see that little yellow cable attaching to that diode? You need to pull that out and touch it to that contactor with the green wire leading to it. That should short out the controls and open the doors.
You wish to short the controls and open the doors, Master. Actually, all I need to do is bypass the diode directly. And he digs a finger in and pulls it out, and it shorts. It does, theoretically, follow your theory, but with the 24 mechanics, he does it more efficiently.
Yep.
And the doors pop open. Whoosh.
Good job, TP. I should take you out more often.
Okay. So we step on there, and we're standing on there, and then there's this awkward silence as we both do nothing, just standing on the turbolift with doors open. He's just looking forward.
Is there a up and down button on?
Yeah. There's a way to activate turbolift. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll.
Okay. You hit the activate. You are up. You're showing you're at the top level. Actually, there's only down.
Oh, sorry. On the map, it said I was on the lower level.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Couldn't give me that one. We couldn't just talk
Lower
about.
deck.
Couldn't. Oh, sorry. You're right. Sorry. Up is the only way to go.
Yep.
Okay. You push the button, and a error warning comes up saying turbolift will not move while the doors are open. We just
Can we manually close them?
we can because we've shorted them out. And TP just slowly cocks his head nervously at you, like, did not follow up the next command. Like, you want the doors open. I rendered them, because of the lockdown, he shorted them out. As in, like, they don't work anymore. Now they're sitting open, and you're pushing the button going, ding! It's like, nope, will not till the doors close. And he just slowly turns his head over and looks at you.
Right. I retract my last statement, TP. Close these damn doors so we can get moving.
And we'll see you next time on We Shot First, the Star Wars Saga, Dawn of Defiance podcast. Of course, Master. Please be more specific next time.
Boy, yada. Bang! Zoom to the moon!